come and vibe with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I need about 4 minutes out of your life right now.
I want to say that it's been 40 years already, the military rules in my country, but till today, the military regime still continuously commits several systematic human rights abuse towards its own people, as you just saw in the film. They torture, murder, rape, kill, and use forced labor and slave laborers, and spend the country's money on buying guns and weapons, and spend for their luxury lifestyles while the ordinary people are living under poverty. But most of the people outside the country don't know what is really going on in my country. But today I'm very glad that we have this opportunity to let you know what is really happening in my country. And some of you may remember that in 2008, there was a cyclone Nargis hit to the Delta region of Burma and killed more than 140,000 people. But the military regime mercilessly refused to let the international aid get into the people who desperately need at that time. And the United Nations Security Council has issued 3 statements on Burma by calling how the importance of the release of all the political prisoners, including Aung San Suu Kyi, and calling the regime on having the true dialogue with Aung San Suu Kyi, who is the lady of Burma and the leader of National League of Democratic, and having a dialogue with the ethnic nationalities in order to achieve the national reconciliation in Burma by the support of the United Nations. Instead, now they continue to detain Aung San Suu Kyi. The regime is directly challenging the United Nations and the whole world, and it has fulfilled its strategy to keep Aung San Suu Kyi in detention and to silence all the political prisoners before 2010 election. Why I mentioned 2010 election? That election is going to confirm the new constitution done by the current military regime in order to keep the military in power, with no freedoms and human rights at all for all the people of Burma. Despite all of these appalling acts, the military regime is still allowed to buy foreign guns and weapons to continuously commit such a horrific human rights violation against its own people. The United Nations does not have any resolution on the global arms embargoes against Burma. We have been calling for a long time already, but the world has ignored us.
Is China in any way involved in Burma currently?
China, yes. The China is actively involved and doing a business with the military region. And also China sells a lot of weapons and guns to the military region. And in terms of business, the military region gave a big concessions to the Chinese company and businessmen. For example, logging business in the Kachin state where I am from, and the gold mining business and the jade business in the Kachin state where I am from. Not only in the Kachin state, but also in the middle of the country as well. And I remember that in 2001, I went back to do research for 2 months, regardless of the environmental problems in my country. And at the time, I have seen with my eyes that more than 50 trucks, military trucks, came from China to Burma. And then we tried to find out how did and where it's come from. And it obviously that this come because it was in the border area. So obviously it's from China. And also we believe that with some business, of course, they do exchange with the military staffs and the business in Burma. you see in the film that even though the people are suffering under this military regime, we have to find a way to bring our suffering, concerns the world, so that the world will know what is really happening in my country. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to urge you to help us for in our cause for freedom and democracy.